rRNA and tRNA respectively. Look, listen and learn. So let's look at what is rRNA. You know that rRNA stands for ribosomal RNA. And how does it appear? You have seen this picture before in the previous module. Now rRNA, unlike mRNA, is also single-stranded, but it is folded. It variously folds upon itself. Yes? And out of the total RNA, the rRNA is the maximum, right? It's about 80% of total RNA. Yes? And its molecular weight is roughly between 40 to 100,000. Is that okay? Now, rRNA has a speciality that it remains associated with the ribosomes permanently. You can see in this picture right here that there's a ribosome and that rRNA is always associated with the ribosome. And that is why it is called as ribosomal RNA. Is that okay? Moving on, let us look at the structure of rRNA. Yes? Now what you see here is a structure of rRNA, right? Look at this wonderful molecule. See how folded this molecule is, right? Yes? At some places you can see it is single-stranded because it is not folded. But wherever it folds, it basically forms a loop. Yes? And wherever you are seeing the folds, there will definitely be base pairing between bases A and U with 2 hydrogen bonds, or U and A with 2 hydrogen bonds again, or the pairing will be between G and C with 3 hydrogen bonds, or C and G once again with 3 hydrogen bonds, right? That is how base pairing will be seen in rRNA. Is that okay? Now let us see what is the main function of rRNA. Yes? So once again you're looking at this picture. You see the rRNA associated with the ribosome? Yes? rRNA basically forms a binding site for mRNA. Yes? It also orients the mRNA molecule so that all the codons are properly read. So if this is your mRNA right here, right? If it is coming to the ribosome during protein synthesis, it will orient the mRNA correctly so that all the codons on the mRNA are properly read, right? So you can add proper amino acids during protein synthesis. Is that okay? Is that understood? So that's the mRNA binding site on the rRNA as well as orienting itself correctly on the molecule. Is that okay? Moving on. Now let us look at what is tRNA. Now tRNA stands for transfer RNA. You know this. You've also seen this picture before in the previous module. Now tRNA, if you look, is also single-stranded, right? Of all the RNAs, the tRNA is the smallest. It barely contains 73 to 93 nucleotides only, right? And content-wise, it is only about 10 to 20% of total RNA. Right? And because it is smallest in size, its molecular weight is also the least and is only roughly about 23,000 to about 30,000 is the molecular weight. Correct? Now transfer RNA is also called as sRNA or soluble RNA because it cannot be separated by ultracentrifuge technique, right? So if I write sRNA, I'm simply talking about tRNA, where S stands for soluble. Is that okay? Now, let us look at the structure of tRNA. Okay? Now, if you look at the structure, there were 2 structures of tRNA that were proposed. The first structure you see right here is also called as the hairpin model. This hairpin model was suggested by none other than the scientist called as Hogland. There is one more model which is proposed and that looks like this. And this model is called as the cloverleaf model. And the cloverleaf model was suggested by Mr. Hawley, another scientist right there. Okay? Now both these models will be discussed in details in the next module. Right now just know that the tRNA has 2 structures or 2 different models that have been suggested by Hogland and Hawley respectively. Right? Let us see what is the function of tRNA. Now what you're looking at here is a picture of protein synthesis. You're looking at protein synthesis that is getting happen. Is that okay? Yes. Now the tRNA is right there and it is doing what? It is transferring or transporting an amino acid. Where will it transport? To the ribosome. right? To build up what? To build up protein. Yes? So during protein synthesis, tRNA basically transfers amino acid to the ribosome. And what does it help to do? It basically helps to place the amino acid in sequence during protein synthesis by reading the message on the mRNA. That is the main function of tRNA. Is that okay? Yes? Now this brings us to the end of module where I discussed the rRNA and the tRNA. In the next module, I'll be talking about in detail the structure of tRNA. Thank you and take care.
बॉडी बनाना उसकी बता